So, hello guys. Hello, everyone. Yeah, before we start, we begin with a big laughter. And the reason for the laughter is always because there is something or the other happening in the studio.
Yeah.
And the funny part is that when we are alone taking our lectures, we have nobody to laugh with. That's why I dependent on our students. Guys,
Yeah.
laugh. Guys, put emojis. Guys,
I
put
am
chats.
very strict when I'm teaching. I'm like,
Yeah.
"You guys, this, that. Very strict. And students now, when I'm in the studio along with you guys, they see my new avatar.
Avatar. Oh, Diksha ma'am in the new avatar. Guys, come on. Yes, Disha is here, Krishna is here, BLD, Tanuja, Jasmine, Mehboob. Good evening, my dear lovely warriors. Today, we have decided to teach couple of topics which are common in both physics and chemistry. And they say, ma'am, if you take a stone, and if you can you kill two birds in one stone?
Yes.
You are a
If-
vegetarian. Why are you even answering that question?
yeah, please, I don't want to talk about this.
So basically, we take a stone and imagine you can kill two birds with it, assuming you are a non-vegetarian. That is what we are doing today. So we are the two stones, and through YouTube, this class, sorry, we are the two birds. Sorry, my bad. We are the two birds, and you are going to throw that stone, and you are going to kill both physics and chemistry, photoelectric effect. Yes,
So,
in that one stone.
in photoelectric effect, which chapter you have photoelectric effect in your physics?
So there is a chapter called atoms and photons and all of that. In
Okay.
that they have photons, photoelectric effect, atomic spectra, atomic structure, everything,
Basically, it's structure of atom.
and dual nature, everything. Yeah, structure.
So
all those
basically,
things.
that is you have taken up that chapter from chemistry.
No, ma'am, that is chapter of physics. We learn it in the end in 12th standard.
But whenever we talk about chemistry, there is atoms, molecules. So yes, there is a little bit part of physics, dual magnetic
Yeah.
behavior, Maxwell theory
Yes,
in
yes,
structure
yes.
of atom.
Correct.
But it's like a chemistry chapter in physics.
It's like a maths chapter in physics.
Maths is so everywhere in maths is so students are fed up of maths everywhere. So guys,
The advantage that we get is when that chapter comes, usually in offline, it used to happen, not in online. That chemistry teacher has taught you, no? Okay, fine. Next chapter, we directly go to nucleus. Nucleus also become, then I've seen many teachers in physics doing that. First order reaction, you know, right? Second order reaction, that only radioactivity. Nucleus, you don't know, proton, electron.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, that's it. Next.
Yeah.
So it straight away goes to semiconductor. That's what used to happen in offline. But in online, yeah, we teach everything. But yeah, this is going to be fun because we are going to start with animations. And then we have also some questions. So quickly, like Chendi, like Madi, like Kara, like Kijiye, like
the
live video.
sessions. Let's
Yeah.
see how many of you have actually liked the session.
Yeah.
And yes, so let us start photoelectric effect. You know, when I taught this in DNA batch, students went crazy because I was
Ooh.
teaching that with animations, and they were
Oh.
like, "Ma'am, we are totally in love
Oh my
with
god,
this."
it
one."
starts off with we laughing. That is
Yeah.
very- Oops. Okay.
Mission successful.
Yes.
Laughter is the therapy that we need.
Every
Right.
time we are together.
I think whenever we are laughing, students are also laughing in their like home. They're like
Yeah.
rolling here and there.
Why are we doing this topic separately? Aditya, see, if I would have started electromagnetic induction, our Diksha ma'am would have been like this.
Yeah,
True. And
true.
if, ma'am, which was your next topic in chemistry?
That was solutions.
Then I would have been like this.
Solutions of sir will be like this. No, okay,
Yeah.
ma'am.
You might as
Okay,
well
ma'am.
keep a statue of me or a statue of Diksha ma'am. Maybe it would be the same thing. We would not be talking at all.
Yeah.
So this is the only common topic. Just like you make friends with the same common topics, the same way we have come together because this topic is common in two subjects.
Yes.
Yeah.
So have you taught this topic in any chapter?
No, I have taught it last year. I mean, for 2024 students in our last Super 6 series and all of that. But in this, like Panunga, yes, Dinesh, I forgot that word, like Panunga. Yeah. So for this year in the RNA series, no. So I thought, why not do it together?
Yeah, I have taught this right a little bit.
Okay.
That is there in chemistry, but in detail with questions with animation, I am going to teach with Shreyas
Okay,
sir today
okay.
itself, right?
Okay.
So let us see and start this, right?
So where
So-
do we go? Simulations, is it?
Yeah.
Physics.
No, sir, chemistry.
Why? No,
Sir,
no,
why
it's
are you
about
doing this?
physics.
That's the topic of chemistry
But
as
it is
well.
there in physics, ma'am. I know physics.
But sir, that is also there in
If it is not there
chemistry.
in chemistry,
Let's find out. Let's see which is the better animation in physics or chemistry.
okay, we'll find.
Okay, let's see.
Let's see. Density, Fourier
We'll,
making,
we'll bet.
gases, diffusion,
If
building
chemistry is
molecule.
better, I'll give you party. No,
Party.
you will give me party.
Yes,
No,
yes,
no,
yes.
no, no, no.
Yes, chemistry is better. Ma'am will give me
No, if
party.
chemistry is better, you will give me party. If physics is better, then I will give you party.
I
Okay?
don't think
So
it's there
let's
in
see.
chemistry only. Ma'am,
No,
it's
it
deleted
is
or what?
there. I have taught
I have-
them. Sir,
Where is
you are
it?
doing cheating.
It is not
Where it
there,
is?
ma'am.
You have to search.
Where is such? See, chemistry.
Sir,
General
okay.
chemistry, quantum chemistry. Browse. Okay. Okay.
Please.
Okay. I'll
No,
tell you,
no,
it is very
sir.
easy. I'll find it very
That
easily.
was chemistry. That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
chemistry.
that was pakka chemistry. 100% it was
Okay.
chemistry.
That was
Building
chemistry.
nucleus, see, building molecule, diffusion, gases,
Black body
no,
spectrum.
coulombs, photoelectric effect. Ooh,
That is there.
ooh. Shreyas sir is winning, guys. Cheers for Shreyas sir. Cheers for Shreyas sir now. See, it's
Oh.
gone. It's gone. It's not there in chemistry.
Black, let's teach them black body spectrum.
No. Sorry. Diksha. It is deleted.
That is so sad.
Quantum phenomena.
It's also not there in like
Where is it?
I just put it in Google and then I'll
What the
get
hell?
I just put it in Google and then I think easily we
we
can
will-
get it.
We will just
Just put it in Google, right? No physics, no chemistry. Generally, we will put it.
What is it? Hey.
Yes.
There you go. Which subject was it in? I think it
They're
was
like,
in
you don't, guys, you
biology.
don't fight. Right? Guys,
Yeah.
smile.
Is it the one?
Yeah.
Or pakka, right? This is the one.
Yeah,
There
yeah,
is
this
no
is
other
the one.
simulation.
Yeah, that was the one. Okay.
So we'll do that. Run Chirp browser compatible. Yes. Okay, let's start. So, ma'am, tell me, usually what used to happen in my childhood days, because now we are starting the content in a very simple and easy way to understand. Whenever in school, right, there used to be some event, some party, my friends used to come home and they used to convince, not me, my parents, because I have to get permission from parents. So, if parents permit, only then I was allowed to go out. Did it happen with you?
Yeah, exactly. Especially I am a girl, like in
Oh.
India. So whenever I have to go out with my friends, right? My parents used to have which friend you are going out with, how many people will there be any boys, right? What will happen and all of those things, right? So it will depend which friend I will send to convince my parents. For
Okay.
example, that's a friend. She's like one of my like best friends. She's like a topper, full on like AIR 5 6 that kind of person,
Acha.
right? So I used to ask her that please convince my parents. No, they will get easily convinced by you. But
Yeah.
other friends who had literally like bad image, I was like, you please don't go
Don't
convince
ask.
my parents.
Correct.
So that is basically photoelectric effect.
Oh, that is photoelectric effect. So let us think. We who want that permission are like the electrons, correct? The house in which we are is the atom.
Yeah.
We need to take permission from parents, elders. Those are basically the nucleus,
Right.
correct? The outside person, our friend who is going to ask and convince our parents and elders, will be the light.
That is coming from
Light
outside.
is coming
That is
from
incident.
outside. Oh, so the light is coming from outside and it is entering the atom, meaning our house. Light is our friends. It will take permission. Mom, dad, uncle, auntie, don't worry. I will fully take care. Nothing you will do. Don't worry. We will come back by 7 o'clock. You just send him. I am there. No, we are going safely in bus only. No bike. See, where bus ticket I have booked. So that is how they will
We will
convince.
only eat good food.
We'll only eat one
no
samosa,
pizza,
no pizza,
burger,
no coke, nothing else.
nothing we will eat.
Yeah, so they take permission from the nucleus, which is the parents. And if the kid is not that great, he is like some rowdy uncle, auntie, I am going out.
Like
Yeah.
they will be like, catch, get out of my
They
house.
get lost. One slap to him also.
And also the kid will be like, you don't need to go out for 1 week.
Yeah.
Just stay there in the
Just
house.
stay there only. So that's it. Gone. No permission.
Yeah.
Some people are really good. Topper of the class. Topper of the class comes. When the topper of the class comes, they don't even have to ask permission. They'll be like, hey, go man. Go with the topper. Staying with the topper, at least you learn something.
Learn something.
His shadow will fall on you. Have you got that dialogue?
No, I
Have
have
you
like
got that
literally,
dialogue?
yes.
Yeah.
My mom has asked, like, the one best friend that is still now, she's my best friend. And how we became friends because of my mom. She was like, you should sit with her. Like, a good company, you will also learn something from her.
learn something
Like,
from
I was like, okay, but thankfully, she was not a that kind of psycho topper
Yeah,
kind of person.
thank God.
She was also very, fun kind of topper person. So, thanks to that. But yeah, parents, I think all the students out there must have heard about this dialogue, like, in at some point of their life.
Right.
Right.
So let's try that out. At least the first part of photoelectric effect, let's show them.
Yeah.
So this light, you see, this is our friend.
Yeah.
Is it right, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. What is this, ma'am?
Now see, this is VibGyor, right? So we know that the light that is incident will have different. Sir will explain that better because that is related to wavelength, right? So, sir, am I right? So because of the fluctuating wavelength, right? Fluctuating wavelength. Because light can have different, there will be blue color, red color, different wavelength and frequencies it will have. So first point is the different wavelength. That means your different kind of friends.
Different
Someone
friends.
is topper, someone is, I say,
So who
very
is
bad.
good friend, violet or red?
That we will discuss. We will see that what kind of intensity they are putting
So
on
they are going
this.
to fall on the house.
Yeah.
This is the house.
House.
Permission granted, you will see electron coming out.
Yes.
Permission not granted, you will not see electron coming out.
Right.
Permission granted, good friend.
Good
Permission not granted, bad
Poor
friend.
friend.
Okay.
Now,
Let's
one
try
more
with
thing.
red light. Oh, sorry.
One more thing. Now this is your basically, if this is your positive, this is your negative, that is your
Okay.
battery, right? But this green thing that you can see here, this is the surface of the metal where
Metal,
there are
yes, yes.
atoms, right?
Correct.
So in atoms, as sir has told you that this is the nucleus, sir has told, right, that they are your parents. Parents are positive, right? And the outermost electron. So basically, when we talk about sodium, because here some amount of chemistry is involved, that's why
Yes.
I'm teaching them. So when we talk about sodium, it has 11. 11 is the atomic
One electron
number.
is outside.
One electron is outside. So the outermost, it's not like the inner core electrons will go out. No. Only the outer electron will leave. Right? So the outermost electron and this nucleus. Nucleus is attracting those outermost electron. Parents are attracting their kid to stay at home. But now let us see the power of the
Yeah.
outside.
So let's start with red, and I will start with that red light. Intensity. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you see anyone coming out?
Now wait a minute, sir.
No, it is fine. It is fine.
Yeah, it is battery is
Battery
fine.
is zero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that has
That biasing we'll do later on.
okay.
Forward.
There was no start or end button, no?
No, there is no
Okay.
start.
So now I'll fluctuate this. Wait.
So one thing I want to show. See, nothing is coming out.
Coming
Means
out.
bad influence. That means the friends don't have enough energy, convincing power to take these electrons out. Okay, let's get more friends. See, intensity is like more friends.
Yeah.
Instead of 2 friends coming and convincing, imagine 100 bad friends come, 20 bad friends come. Still, obviously, bad friend is a bad friend, whether it is 20 or 30 or 100. See,
Now still that means if you have really a bad friend who is really bad in convincing, even 100 of those friends will come,
Yeah.
nothing will happen. Instead, your parents will tell you have so many bad friends, stay at home only.
Yeah,
Right?
correct.
So that is why nothing is happening. No electrons
Yeah.
is being ejected from this side.
Correct. Now let's use some different friend, some different intensity. Okay.
I think
I
yellow.
think yellow maybe. See, still nothing. Orange also nothing came out. Let's
I'll fluctuate the intensity.
no, just fluctuate this little bit. Slowly take it to yellow, green. Okay, still nothing. Blue. Voila! Yay! We got. Somewhere. Go to blue, ma'am. Okay, we'll do this.
Again, I'm going to this red. Okay. Again,
Yes.
there's just previous electrons are coming out
Yeah,
here,
yeah, these
right?
things
So
came
let
out.
them go. Let them go. They're very slow, right? They're very slow
Yeah.
because the intensity is 49%. So their speed is also very slow, right? So now Again, what I'll do, I'm making it to red. Again, I'm changing it. Sir, you can describe, I'll
Yeah, yeah.
change. Right?
Okay.
So,
So taking it from red, orange, nothing coming out, yellow, nothing coming out, green, nothing, blue, nothing. I think it will come. Yeah, over here. Stop.
this point,
Oh,
at
this.
486 nanometers
This.
of your wavelength, right? 483, 86 nanometer of wavelength. You don't have to cram the values here. I'm just telling you that practically, because everything that we study in physics and chemistry is based on the experiments, right?
Correct.
So now they see so many electrons. Now, should I
So many.
increase?
No. One thing I want to show them, ma'am, very interesting thing.
Yeah.
And that is basically, if you noticed, the. No, I need them. This happens. That day, you know what? Some Baswandar is talking and I am holding the mic. That another day, something we were supposed to eat the cake. I ate the mic and I am holding the cake in front of Baswandar. I ate the mic,
Oh
ma'am.
God,
Yeah,
oh God.
it happens. Okay.
Really
So
weird
basically, see again. Okay. So basically, you can see these electrons means lot of kids are leaving their homes. Many friends are convincing so many parents in that neighborhood, maybe Chennai, Vellacheri. Okay. Now you take more friends. More intense light means more friends will convince, more electrons will come out. You make it 100 friends,
Oh my God,
100
so many electrons.
100 friends came out. Wow.
See, you can see that now from, sir, can you please get a little bit side? From one side, you can see so many electrons are coming out. So many electrons, right?
Let's make it less and see how things will change.
Yeah.
If I
Let's make
less
it
and
as very.
very less.
Now one electron, like okay, very less.
Which means intensity is proportional to electrons and electrons are flowing in this circuit.
Yeah.
Which means the current is proportional
To
to
intensity
intensity of the light.
Right.
Is this clear? Current
Right.
is proportional to the intensity of light. But if the light is below that not so convincing power wala friend, no matter how much the intensity is, no matter what the intensity, no matter how many friends come and convince, nothing will happen. Oh, very
So,
nice.
also, then we can say that if you talk about the intensity, will it increase the speed? No. Intensity is not increasing the speed. Intensity is increasing the number of photons. Sorry, number of electrons that are being ejected. And you know what I said, number of photons. Now, so what is light?
Light is like dual behavior, ma'am. So basically, when we are together, we behave very funnily. When you are alone, we are very, say, serious and all that. So dual behavior. So Diksha ma'am is smiling. First time, Shreya sir is smiling. Gopika ma'am, Baswa sir, we all were laughing, right? So we are very happy when everybody is around. Suddenly, when we are alone, we are like, okay, what is this? So same way, light also has dual behavior. Sometimes it is a wave. Sometimes
Dancing.
it is a wave. It is dancing like this. This step, come on, guys. Okay. Next time it is like a particle. Dup, it will hit. It has momentum. It has, something like it can create an impact. It is behaving like a particle. That particle is called photon.
Very nice.
That particle
So-
is called photon. Yeah.
Because it is a packet, right? Like you have Lay's packet, you have biscuit packets.
Yeah.
You know that in one packet, this much amount will be there. But if you have opened some, like you have a beaker, you have a jar where you have so many biscuits. So it depends on the jar size, that how many biscuits you will have. But in a proper, in a branded some biscuit, there will
Yeah.
be proper number of biscuits. So that is your light has a proper quanta, right? And when we talk about quanta of light, that is called the photon. So
Photon.
here, that's why I was saying you are increasing the intensity. That means you're increasing the number of
Photons.
So more photons means your friends. Electrons means the friends who have the permission to go out. So your number of photons will increase the number of ejected electrons, not the speed, not the kinetic energy. It has no effect on that, right?
It's like, see, imagine I am that friend of yours who is convincing. Imagine again Baswa sir is at the house. Gopika ma'am has to, or let's say me and Baswa sir are those light particles.
Right.
You and Gopika ma'am are those electrons.
Yeah.
Today I go to Diksha ma'am's house. I convince her parents. Okay, Diksha ma'am came. Tomorrow, Baswa sir goes, Gopika ma'am came. So instead of one, two people convinced, so two electrons are ejected. It will not change. Oh, Diksha ma'am is running with more enthu. Just because Baswa sir convinced Gopika ma'am, Diksha ma'am won't run with full enthu. Oh, I have to
I
run with
just
high speed.
imagine that.
Yeah, so that is not going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So now, sir, let us talk about the speed here.
Oh yeah, I think if we change this, something will happen. If you
Yeah.
increase this.
So firstly, let us fix the frequency, right? Let us fix the
Okay, let's
wavelength
fi-
and let us fluctuate the intensity
Okay,
only. I
okay.
want to just make them confirm that there is something that will happen here. Now with zero intensity, no photon,
No photon.
even though the wavelength is really
Nothing
good,
is there.
the friend is really good. But if the friend is, for example, my friend is topper, but she or he doesn't want me to come along with them, they will be like,
Yeah.
okay, you can send Diksha or not, doesn't matter. You know, they will not have that much convincing power. For example, they're convincing, their intensity
More
is
number of
increasing,
friends are coming now.
right? So number of friends are increasing, speed
Current
is same.
also increasing. See, ma'am.
Yeah, current is also increasing.
Oh, did you see that graph, ma'am?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, see that graph? See that graph?
Yeah.
See, current versus intensity graph. It is like a straight line. Maybe we can zoom onto it a little bit to see it properly. See this? More current, more intensity.
Oh.
More current, more intensity. You can see that.
Right.
The graph is a straight line. This question has come, by the way, in the NEET and other
Yeah.
examinations.
So now next is, for example, so now intensity, so I think we have
Yeah,
explained.
we
Let
have
us talk
explained.
about kinetic
now-
energy.
Yeah, let's talk about kinetic energy. So, if I change the wavelength, if I make it more energetic, that means these electrons are also going to come with more energy.
Yeah.
See this. See, less energy. See how slowly they are coming.
Like this.
This is like normal convincing power.
Yeah.
Imagine topper. Topper is here. UV. Topper is here. Topper
Yeah.
is coming. See, topper comes means how
Oh
it
my
keeps
God,
dub,
they're
dub,
going
dub, 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 dub,
crazy.
yeah.
They're totally crazy
Yeah.
here.
Correct.
Oh my God, such beautifully they are like crazy, like totally like, oh my God, thank God, finally I got the permission,
Correct.
everything, right? So that means when you increase the wavelength, right? Sorry, when you decrease the wavelength, increase the frequency, E is equals to h mu, E is equals to hc by lambda, right? So E is equals to h mu. If you increase the frequency, then your kinetic energy will increase.
Correct.
Right. So here we have decreased the wavelength. That means frequency we have increased. So kinetic energy has increased. So
Correct.
basically, so we are talking about this some convincing power. We have also told them kinetic energy, right? So to sum it up, we can say that intensity will increase, number of photons will increase the number of ejected electrons, but your frequency will define the energy of those
correct.
particles.
Now
Right?
we will do one very interesting thing. Let's get to some normal wavelength. The kinetic energy is very normal. This battery is there, ma'am. This battery is something new, you know. It is going to do something extra.
Now it is zero.
Yeah, now it is zero. Means you are not doing any additional effort.
Right.
Now just imagine your friend. Let's say I went to Diksha ma'am's house. I told Diksha ma'am's parents, Diksha ma'am has to come for a trip, whatever. So Diksha ma'am came because I am a good student. You know? Okay.
Good teacher.
No, I imagine as a student. Okay. So now imagine this is like your auntie, your mom's friend, neighboring auntie.
She's like, oh my God.
God, Diksha is going there. And Baswa sir, everyone, these people, very bad people. What are you doing? Don't send your daughter with this person and all that. Very, very, as a chugli, you know, that Kirik party. So that Kirik party is over here.
Yeah.
But sometimes some aunties are good. Oh, my daughter is going. My son is going to this trip. Your daughter is not going, huh? Your son is not going, huh? So this auntie can be positive auntie, can be negative auntie.
But mostly aunties are negative only.
Ma'am, you will become auntie one day.
No, I will become. I'm a Gen Z auntie. So I'll become cool auntie. I'll
So
be
you will
like
become the positive auntie.
Positive auntie. I'll
Positive
become
auntie.
positive auntie. Yeah.
Okay. So let's see what positive auntie does. Any guesses, ma'am? What the positive auntie will do?
They will positive auntie will to like, okay, I will increase, like you can go. Negative auntie will behave like aisa, I'll not make her go. I will use all my powers to stop this girl from enjoying her life. even a bit of life, because I have never went with my friends, then how dare she is going with her friends? I'll
Yes.
take that revenge.
Dosa auntie.
Guys, I'll kick you now.
Okay, very good, guys. Very good. Keep the chats coming. Okay, so now Dosa auntie is here. Dosa auntie is
Dosa
positive.
auntie is positive, no?
Dosa auntie is positive.
Yeah.
So Dosa auntie positive. Okay. See, guys. Oh my
Oh my
God.
God,
The
Dosa
kids are
auntie.
coming. Dosa auntie is telling my son went to the.
I'm a
trip.
good auntie.
So good auntie is convincing your parent that send your kid also. More kids are like very energetically coming over here.
Like,
you increase it,
yes,
it goes even.
I've also went with my friends. You can also send
Yeah.
your daughter, very happy about everyone. Now let's talk about that negative auntie.
Before that, there is one smart thing which happens. No matter how much positive that auntie becomes, imagine there are 10 houses. Just because the auntie is more positive does not mean 11 kids will come. If
Yeah.
there are 10 houses, only 10 kids
kids
can
come.
come.
Right.
11th kid, you will have to, it has to come from the sky. So that won't happen. So,
It's not
guys,
like the auntie is so passionate that she will go to other streets and say,
Yeah.
"You also
Also
go,
go.
you also go."
so there is a saturation there. And that is what you will see beautifully over here. It's so amazing to see. See, this is current versus voltage. This is auntie on the x-axis. This is current, the number of kids going for the trip on the y-axis. So there is a saturation beyond which you cannot increase the number of kids. Actually, it's almost straight line, but actually when you zoom onto it properly and all that,
Yeah.
it is slightly like that. It's
It's
saturated.
going up and then saturating, becoming constant.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Let's do negative auntie. Who is
Negative
negative auntie?
Who is negative
Who is
auntie?
negative auntie? We don't want to name negative aunties.
I have one name.
Panda auntie will call.
Yeah,
Panda.
I have one name.
Huh, tell.
We will trim it after this.
Yeah. Okay.
Jaya Bachchan.
Oops. No, but maybe not everybody knows. So, anyways.
Yeah.
Okay. So some auntie is there, negative auntie. Let's
Negative
try.
auntie.
Should you explain them? I will do it.
Okay. So now, as you can see, negative auntie, it is stopping. Oh my God, some are going backwards only. They're like, okay, auntie, please, what you're doing to us? They are not able to cross this barrier. They're just staying here. Auntie, please let me go. Let me go. Auntie's like, no, I'll just pull you here. I will not let you go. I
Look
will
at
not
this.
let you enjoy your life.
So
Right.
people who were almost going to the bus in the trip, they also came back.
Came back.
They also
Right.
came back.
So now,
Oops.
What?
Oops. Yeah. So basically, see, sometimes what happens, even though the auntie is negative, if the auntie is very negative, these kids might get permission, but because the auntie came, mom is like, hey, come back, don't go there.
yeah.
Mom called. But maybe the auntie told some negative things, but your mom is like, okay, man, go.
Yeah.
So see, some
So
of
only
them.
some moms are like that.
Some.
They don't get influenced by this thing.
Yeah.
Only some. 1 out of 100.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So see that.
This
Some
kid.
of the kids are going for the trip.
Yeah.
Some kids, you see, some kids, see this kid, Papa kid is going back. Papa kid is going back, guys. Some kid got permission.
Yeah.
Some kids did not.
They're like very happy. You can't convince my mom. You have to do more gossip to convince my mom. Right? So, but here some are going back.
Yeah, correct.
Yes.
So, the negative power of auntie for which no kid will be able to go. Just
Yeah.
imagine, there will be one negative auntie, some power of negative auntie, after which no kid, at least now 5-6 kids are
It's
going.
like that vamp in those serials, no?
Yeah.
They will make everything negative. So we have a proper name for that.
Yeah.
Right? And what is that name?
You mean in the serial?
No.
Oh, okay. I was thinking which serial. Sorry. That is called as you're stopping everyone.
potential.
So stopping
Pink
potential.
potential. Right?
Yes.
Who has that potential, that energy to stop everyone. Right?
Yeah.
That is your stopping potential.
Stopping potential, I think around.
Yes.
Maybe I don't know.
So that
Maybe
too
it
will
is.
depend on the
Oh,
metal.
metal.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not 0.2, it's not 0.6. Maybe it is around 1 volt or something.
Yeah.
It is seen over here. See this now. See, it is around 1
0.4, I guess. 0.3
or something,
yeah.
0.4 like that.
Yeah.
So after that 0.4 voltage negative, nothing will
Nothing will
reach
come.
on the other side. See, for 0.6, it is going, I think it is between 0.6 and 0.8 or something
Right.
like that. Yeah, close to that.
So basically, that depends. For example, in India, it is very difficult for girls to go out, right? But in Western countries, it is easy for them to take permission. So that depends on the kind of metal that what will be the stopping
Oh,
potential.
so this was one country. We'll change the country, you mean? So
Yeah.
sodium country will make it to copper auntie. No, sorry, copper country.
Copper country.
Copper country. So copper country, what is the
The
negative
stopping
auntie?
potential
Ooh,
is low.
this
Now
point
there
says what?
everyone we have given it more voltage as compared to the stopping potential. Now the auntie has overruled it.
Oh, but the photoelectric effect also didn't start because the threshold was
It
different.
was very different. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we'll change it to something else, maybe calcium. Calcium auntie? No.
Calcium is also, I
No,
think sodium is okay.
Zinc. Okay, zinc will
Zinc.
try. Zinc will try. Zinc also the photoelectric effect is not happening. So
Intensity,
maybe-
let us increase the intensity.
Oh, sorry. I have to change this.
Yeah.
Now it is happening. Now it is happening, the
Hmm.
photoelectric effect. So now if we take a negative anti over here, see this? The stopping potential is almost like
We need to
maybe
get more,
slightly,
yeah.
yeah. It is different. It is maybe around 0.8, 0.1.
Yeah. So I think they don't ask exactly the values of stopping potential.
Yeah, but
right?
it is just to show
Yeah.
them how it works.
So don't worry about that. It's not like you have to. We are just showing you that what exactly is happening there. So make you visualize things. It's not like you have to remember each and every value. But yes, with metal to metal, there is variation in the stopping potential. With intensity also there is variation. With frequency or wavelength also there is variation. Right? So it may seem like a very simple effect, photoelectric effect. Oh my God, it will come and electron will get ejected. But the questions are asked from the factors, right?
Factors, yeah. So we'll just show you the formulas, guys. That will, give you a fair idea. What say, ma'am?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let us jump to the formula part.
Oh, no. This is not like that. Is it coming now? PowerPoint? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's check this. Yeah, fine.
Okay.
Uh,
Where is the marker?
yes, first, have you guys liked and subscribed? Please do that.
Yes,
Yeah.
everyone, like the session. Let us see. Right? Okay? Yes.
Okay, so let's write down all the equations, ma'am, which is important for them.
Now they will start calling me Dosa Auntie in the batches and in the class.
Yeah. Okay. Don't worry, guys. Just we are giving the formulas, and that's the end of the class. That's it. Okay. Done.
So
First.
now, as you can see the animation here, right? So that was the same thing. These are your atoms. These pink are your atoms. These are your electrons. Photons will attack over there, and right, electrons will be ejected, right? So we have already shown you the animation part, right? So sir, what's the next slide?
Yeah, basically all these same slides are there. We'll start writing down the equations for them.
So, where's the pen?
Pen is over here, and I will choose this.
So I'll.
Okay, you want to write down? Okay. Or
I will explain.
Anything.
You will explain. I will write.
Okay. So first, ma'am, we'll write down the formula for energy of a photon.
Yeah.
E of photon. Come on, everybody, write it down.
Very light.
Yeah, that's what. Energy of a photon.
Equals to
H nu. H is Planck's constant.
constant.
Let's write down the value. 6.626. Yeah, the decimal.
into
10 power minus 34. Minus 34. And nu is frequency. You can also write this as hc by lambda.
Yeah.
hc by lambda.
E is equals to hc by lambda. As you all know that Planck's and c are constant, right? Speed of light is constant. So E is directly proportional to 1 by lambda. Or from here we know that h is constant. So E is directly proportional to the mu. So we are going to use this thing, right? That is why we were saying that when you will fluctuate the wavelength, right? So, and that will fluctuate the frequency, right?
Yeah.
So when you fluctuate the frequency, that will change the kinetic energy. So what is the relation?
Between?
That kinetic energy,
And,
h mu.
Okay,
Everything.
so yeah, so basically this energy itself is the total energy. It is not bifurcated in any other form. Okay, keep that in mind. And there is also one more additional formula which you can also write. E is equal to 1240. E is equal to 1240. Yeah, 1240 divided by lambda.
Okay.
In lambda is in nanometers because usually lambda is in nanometers, and this answer is in electron volt.
Electron.
Electron volt. Here you can write it. The answer is in electron volt. Yes.
Yeah,
Correct. So this formula helps you for an easier calculation. If you want to convert it into Armstrong, so lambda is in Armstrong, then you put 12400. That's it. So that's okay. So this formula also helps you for easier calculation, or else imagine substituting H, then substituting C, then converting it into electron volt. It's a lengthy process. Okay. Very good. Next, we'll write down the photoelectric equation for them. I think on the next slide.
So
Yeah, we can write
exactly what is happening. So as we were saying that there is a proper convincing power, right?
Yeah.
For example, my mother has a that threshold kind of thing that at this point you cannot convince me. If you have crossed this point, then you can convince me. For example, sir is that friend. Sir has come to my home and sir is like, don't worry, this and that, everything. My mom is like, okay, I am not able, like, I am not getting convinced here. Right? Sir will say some touchy line there. He will say some emotional line, some dramatic line. And my mother will be like, yes, you can go. So that was the threshold of my mother. Right? And that threshold here for that atom is called the mu, okay, is called the mu naught. And when we multiply this by h, that will be your work function,
Work
that is W naught.
Not. That is that minimum energy required to remove an electron from that atom. Nu naught is called as the threshold frequency, and the corresponding wavelength is called threshold wavelength.
Yeah. So I will also write it in the form of wavelength. That will be hc by
Lambda
lambda naught. Right? So
Correct.
this also we can write.
Correct.
Now,
Next thing will be that energy
G.
equation.
Right.
Let's write down that
So now-
photoelectric equation.
what will happen? Right?
Yeah.
For example, this is your metal surface. Here the incident light it's coming, right? So incident light, I am taking this example that it has mu frequency,
Okay.
right? So I am energy frequency is mu multiplied by Planck's constant. It will have h mu, right? So
Okay.
now my friend has come, right? So there are two things that can happen. Firstly, though, what he can do, he or she can convince. Sir can convince my parents. that,
So
okay,
basically, I have example 150 joules of energy.
Hmm.
Your mom takes 100 joules of energy just to convince you.
yeah,
So, but I had 150.
50 joules.
So 100 was used to convince your mom.
Yeah.
What is that remaining 50 used for?
50. That is basically how we can say that. For example, sir has come. Now sir has no like convincing power, right? Sir has come and my mom has 100 joules of energy to convince, right? So sir has only 50. Right?
Go on. Tata,
so
bye bye.
50. Right? So sir came and everyone's like, okay, no. We won't allow Diksha. Right? So now that means there is no convincing power of sir. Right? Next is, for example, sir has the same amount of energy that my mom has. Right? So sir has convinced my mom. My mom is like, you can go,
But
we don't have money. We don't have the
so
financial
ma'am just
resources.
came over here outside
Yeah.
the house and she stood there.
Yeah. So it's like my mom is like
No,
I could have sent you, but the problem is I don't have money.
Money.
Right? For that trip. Right? This must have happened. This has happened to me so many
Yeah,
times,
correct.
right? So my mom is convinced, but there is no extra energy that she has. Third case is sir has 150 amount of energy. Now, sir has convinced my mom to that level that my mom is like, this is my saving. You can take my saving with you,
Give
right? Okay, this is the saving, right? So you guys can take my saving and you guys can enjoy,
Wow.
right? So now mom is not only convinced, she's convinced to that power that she's also given me money to enjoy. She's like, okay, enjoy your life. Now that money, that extra money, what is that, sir?
That money is kinetic energy of Diksha ma'am. She's running. How fast she will run? If she has more money, she will go in flight. If she has less money, maybe in train. Even less, maybe bicycle she will go. So kinetic energy. Imagine this, those of them on bicycle. So that is basically your kinetic energy.
Yeah.
So H nu is equal to H naught plus your half mv square we can write, or kinetic energy. So this is energy of photon.
Okay, I should write it.
And E you can
I'll
write.
write it in the next
Okay.
step.
Okay. So you can also write
H
Hc
mu
is equal
H
to
mu naught
naught plus half m V square. Perfect.
And mind you, students, this is mu naught, this is V, this is velocity.
See, that is why physics know all this problem not there. We use F not V.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because the moment I write nu, no, I will write as V. So I'll get confused in physics.
Okay.
So that's the reason we use F naught and V basically.
Okay. So now this will become, now students, this basically, you can also write it simply in this form. This is E. This is E. No, W naught.
W.
Let us write it as W. So can you please erase that? Sir, no, this didn't happen like that.
Sorry. Yeah.
That's why I asked you.
Okay. Yeah.
It's pen, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So this is basically W. This is W naught, and this is your kinetic energy. I can write it as Ke. Now understand
There is
one
one
thing.
more stopping potential we had to write.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
was writing.
correct.
So before that, you can just, I'll just tell you one thing. This W naught is called work function. This mu naught is called your threshold frequency. This lambda naught is called your threshold wavelength. Okay. Remember these names.
Okay. So now remember we had to stop that negative auntie came. To stop it, what will she stop? Kinetic energy. Diksha ma'am is running in bicycle. So to stop Diksha ma'am, you need a small negative auntie. Diksha ma'am is going in car, so you need more negative auntie. Diksha ma'am is going in aeroplane, you need even more negative auntie.
She'll book her flight also, she'll
Yeah,
stop me
correct.
at the airport.
So the stopping potential depends on the kinetic energy. So hence, can I also write that my kinetic energy is equal to the potential energy which will be gained in that process of the loss of kinetic energy. So basically there will be loss of kinetic energy, that will be gain of potential energy, and that gain of potential energy is always the charge multiplied by the potential difference. What is the charge? E is that electron. What is that potential difference? Stopping potential. So that kinetic energy is also EVS.
So numericals can be asked on this
This
thing.
also.
They will give you any potential, stopping potential. E, though you know what is the value of
Yeah.
charge on the electron, right? Then you just have to put the values. Very simple numericals are asked on this.
Yeah, there were these kind of questions, variations also, where you will be given something like this: H nu is equal to H nu naught. Kinetic energy is E times Vs. Again, this Vs looks like nu. Yeah, it's so confusing. Anyways, so you just rearrange this particular equation where you write it as H nu minus H nu naught is equal to EVS divided by E. So H by E nu minus H by E nu naught is equal to Vs. Now look at this. Take this stopping potential as your Y. Take this frequency as your X. Take this H by E as your M. Take this whole thing as your C. Y is equal to mx plus C. That means it has to be a straight line with an intercept which is negative. That means the graph will be like this for stopping potential versus frequency. Where it hits will depend on the threshold frequency, and the slope will always be the same for all the materials. So whether you take this material or any other material, the slope will be same because H and E are constants. Yes, ma'am?
Yes. So we have also seen a very beautiful graph between this, and graph is also asked in physics and chemistry.
Physics and
Also,
chemistry
same
also.
question has been asked, right? So I think it's definitely exactly the same thing, right? So I think that's all for today.
All was there, I think, in the photoelectric effect. We have seen the intensity graph also. I think I had put it over here somewhere, or maybe we can use some other slide. So intensity graph I have already shown. It is basically like this: intensity and current. This
Yeah,
graph
it's
is
just
straight.
we have also
We also
shown
shown
them
it
there,
over there.
right?
Okay, and that other graph of current versus potential, it goes like this.
Yeah.
Current versus potential. This
Potential.
is positive
That
anti, this
was
is negative.
negative anti. It will become saturated at one point.
Correct.
Okay. So, guys, that was all about photoelectric effect.
Is potential energy change in position? No, no. Potential energy is the energy which is with the body because of its configuration or its state. Chemical energy, gravitational energy, elastic energy. A stretch string will have elastic potential energy like that. Okay. So I think that is it for today that we had to discuss to explain you what photoelectric effect is. Obviously, we'll be having question practice sessions individually in our respective sessions and all of that. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this combined session. And if you want more such sessions and you want, all such teachings, animations, cool stuff, you need to not just subscribe but also put it up in the comments. And the most, yeah, tell me.
I was watching their likes. Why they don't like?
No, that increases later on. I mean, for us, it shows different. On the phone, it shows different. Come on, guys. Target is 100 likes at least. And yeah, the most important thing, let me also remind you guys that, as you're watching this particular video, in the description box of this particular video itself, you will see the link for the biggest scholarship admission test, which is starting this particular week itself. And lakhs of students have already registered, and these lakh students will get a lot of free materials for studies, be it doubt app, be it career counseling, be it a brochure, be it some important pamphlets and sheets, video solutions, so many things are there.
Everything you will get totally free of cost.
Correct.
Right. Moreover, you will get iPhones, iPads as rewards. Right. You will get Vedantu courses for totally free of cost.
Yes. So if you do well, you have 100% scholarship, which you can use for later on purposes also. And you can give it offline as well as online. Offline, in most of the South centers, it is on 20th of October and 27th of October. Okay. Keep that in mind. Online, it has already started. It will go until 20th of October. So make sure you're giving the test. Any other FAQs that you have, you can definitely scroll down and see it or leave it in the comments. Enter your mobile number, submit, you'll get an OTP. That's how you register for the test. Remember that. And it's very important whether you have a plan to be with Vedantu or not Vedantu. That is secondary, guys. At least know where you stand, because you are going to get a complete all India rank with a proper report card. That is important, guys. Or else, how do you know where you stand? You're just competing with your local coaching students. Remember that. Here you will have other coaching students as well. Okay. So a lot of gifts also to be won. You might think, sir, I will not win this 1 crore gift and all that. Everybody will think that means nobody will get it. So you have to be the one who will think and get that gift. Okay.
So that's all, and I hope so you have already registered if you have not done this yet. So go to that link, register yourself, and we as a team, we want to know what is your score, right? That is the biggest thing that you can do to know that what exactly our students are doing. And this is the best time because still you have time left for, you will get to know your mistakes, right? You will get to know where exactly you are lagging, and you will have time to improve yourself, right? So that is why this is important for you.
Some of you are asking when will the results come. Let me tell you, I had visited the Pune center just last week. The results of the offline test in Pune center have already come, and there were hundreds of students who already took admission with the scholarship, with the gifts, already in the Pune center. In the South centers, it's on 20th and 27th in Hyderabad, Chennai, Bangalore, all these centers. So guys, now it's your turn, because of many centers the admission test is already over. Some centers only are remaining now. So make sure you are giving your 100%. Results will come immediately after the test is over within couple of days. Yeah?
Okay. Okay,
care,
then.
guys.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye. Take care. See you.